Here's the hard truth most stress coaches won't tell you. The more you fight your thoughts, the more you feed them. Every sigh, every eye roll, every mental, oh, here I go again. It's like carving the same path deeper and deeper in your brain. Soon, the path is the only one you see. I've seen this in thousands of hours with clients, high performers, working moms, leaders, people who run teams, solve crises, handle life, but inside they're stuck in the same old loop. Why can't I stop snapping? Why do I keep spiraling? Why do I wake up every morning feeling behind before even day starts? And here's the trick. Why is the worst question you can ask yourself? In therapy, this is one question I will always avoid because this question creates a closed loop of thought and reinforces this closed loop. You will always come up with all the logical excuses to the why question, and they all would make sense to your logical mind, but they still keep you in the same old loop because your mind was built to protect you. And when you live in chronic stress, your mind gets trapped in survival mode. Your thoughts don't serve you anymore. They warn you over and over. They warn you about danger and threat, about things that aren't even real. That's why it feels so magnetic, like your brain wants to drag you back somewhere there in the past. Because the negative loop, complaining, fearing, doubting, is safe, familiar, predictable, and normal. Even when it makes you miserable. And here's what happens every time you give in. You teach your brain that this is the pattern to follow. You make the negative loop faster, stronger, harder to break. You create what I called a closed thought system, where every road leads back to what you don't want. But you can flip this when I help clients break the loop, not by willpower, but by interrupting it gently, skillfully, consistently. Something shifts. The system opens. The brain moves from threat to possibility. Suddenly, they can think again, imagine, problem solve, actually feel different, not fake positive, but clear. I call this the open system shift. And the simple way to start, get a wall calendar. For 7 days, track the moments you catch the loop. The moments you pause and choose to focus for even 10 seconds on what you like, you want, you're curious about. Every time you do this, mark that day. Celebrate it, a tiny win, a micro success. This creates a crack in the old system. The tiny practice rewires everything. Because the sharpest truth, every time you don't interrupt the loop, you invest in keeping it alive. And every time you pause, even badly, even late, you start building the system that sets you free. If this stirred something in you, if you're tired of being run by loops you never chose, stay close. This is what I teach. How to gently, permanently interrupt the loops, survival wired into you. Not with hustle, not with power thoughts, not with affirmations, but with quiet skill, awareness, permission. You don't need to force. You need more choice. And today you can try my 7-day loop tracker. Feel what happens. If you want to go deeper, to change this for good, you are in the right place. Follow for part 2, where I'll show you how your body, not just your mind, feeds these loops and how to interrupt that layer next. Save this, share it with someone you think feels stuck. You don't have to live in the loop forever.